part 2. So I got rollers on the truck. They're mismatched, but you know, it's not like this truck is gonna see the road. I took pictures of the truck without the wheels on it. I lowered the price of the truck itself by $200 because I sold the wheels off it. Well, I hope to sell the wheels off it. He's supposed to come meet me tomorrow. I had an old Chrysler. I got an old Chrysler out back that had a tire that was flat. And I tried airing it up and it wouldn't take no air. So I had to hunt around for a wheel that fit the Chrysler. And finally found one. So I got that wheel changed. Because I try not to let anything out back sit on flat tires. You know, I try to make sure it's all rollable. I got that one up on Marketplace too. And I had a guy from Massachusetts telling me that if I still got it in January when he's due to come down here, he will move heaven and earth to come get it. So I told him, I said, well, I said, I'm in a bad spot. I need the cash. I said, so if somebody rolls up, you know, I got to do what I got to do. I said, but if it's still here when you come down, you're more than welcome to come get it. It'll be sad. I'll be sad to lose that car too. I like it. It's a 79 Chrysler LeBaron. Might need an engine. Don't know. I didn't get that far with it, but I got it running and driving when I bought it. And the issue with it is I bought it in the summer and it's got a Corinthian leather interior. Ode to Ricardo Montalban. And the AC did not work, so now we need to fix the AC. And in the summertime, the interior of that car was an oven. That Corinthian leather, that shit gets hot. And it's so hot in that car, even with the windows down during the summertime, that it will bake your ass. You know, it gets hot. And so I was hunting around for seats. I was gonna put cloth seats in it. I like cloth seats better than leather. You know, I prefer cloth over leather vastly. So I was gonna pull those Corinthian leather seats out because I knew somebody would want those, and put cloth seats in it. I had an ad on Marketplace for a long time and on Craigslist. You know, I got these Corinthian leather seats out of a 79 LeBaron. I want to trade for some cloth seats. Never had no takers. And this is this isn't like the little bitty square rectangular convertible that Rick Ashley made famous in one of his music videos. You know, that's the K cars. The K car platform came out in 82 or 83, I think. Little bitty front wheel drive Chrysler. This is a 79. It's a mid-size two-door sport coupe. 318 V8 rear wheel drive. Very similar to the M bodies, the Grand Furies, Fifth Avenues, and Diplomats of the 80s. From like the doors forward, it's basically the same car. The back windshield and the back end of the car are different. But it needs a bunch of work. The engine desperately needs to be flushed. Never got around to doing that. I don't know if the engine is going to need to be replaced. I hope not, but it also needs the brakes completely redone. They were all shot. So I've got it up on Marketplace, and so far I've had only the one guy up north tell me that he definitely wanted it. I've not had any other hits on that. I've not had any hits on the 88 F-150 aside from the guy wanting the wheels. I got another stupid offer on the Bronco the other day, and the guy's like, come on, man, you know, it doesn't have an engine, it needs all this work. You know, it ain't worth what you want for it. And I told him, I said, what I'm asking for it is below Blue Book value in its current condition. I said, so I can't come down to your offer. You know, that's crazy. I said, you could take this truck and, you know, put a couple $1,000s into it, and you know, a week or so worth of elbow grease, and turn around and resell it for 10, 12 grand. I said, I'm not taking that. You know, you're going to have to come up on your offer. And he did not respond back to me. No other hits on the other F-250. Don't really want to sell that one because it's extended cab like this, but it's also a long bed. I want to put that big topper I got out back on it to use it in the eventuality that the house does fall through. The house, right now, I'm good. You know, I'm good. There's no problems. But I always plan for eventualities. And, you know, Joey loves going camping so much, and occasionally the scouts go camping at campgrounds where where some sort of camper vehicle is preferred, where, you know, they don't really do tent camping. So I could have this topper on the back of that truck, and we could take it camping, you know, and it would be lots of fun. But, you know, as always, I need money. I need the money. I need it badly. You know, so if somebody shows up with the cash, I'm gonna have to watch that one get drug out the yard too. See a lot of videos on Facebook and YouTube, different guys that, you know, they're healthy. They got a good job or whatever. They're able to do all the stuff that I want to do, you know, with project cars and whatnot. And I watch these videos and I salivate, you know, I fantasize that I can do that stuff too. That was the original plan, but you know, between the cancer and the divorce, everything had to change. So I have to sit and, you know, look at my stuff rusting, falling apart. Stuff that I dreamed to drive, stuff that I was hoping to sell. It's rusting, it's falling apart, and, you know, I can't really do anything about it because I don't have the financial ability to do anything about it, and I don't have the physical ability to do much about it, you know. How long it takes me to change a tire, the goal is to get better and be able to, you know, get at least somewhat back to kind of normal. But I get out there and I do things like I did today, and I'm like, am I ever going to get better than what I am, you know? I think a very cruel trick has been played on me with the cancer and you know, the physical problems, because I am a hard worker. I work real good. You know, I've never had a supervisor, boss complain about my work. I was the go-to guy for the forklift at one place. I was, you know, the go-to guy for the 70,000-pound forklift that was the size of a Peterbilt semi truck, bigger really. You know, I was one of only 2 or 3 guys that wasn't afraid of it. And I'd drive that damn thing like a Mustang. I was the problem solver for, you know, Terminex. One of them, there was an